any fathers to show them how to be decent and respectful. And furthermore, they didn't have any fathers to teach them how to control their sex impulses. They didn't have any fathers to teach them how to control their sex impulses. They didn't have any fathers to teach them how to control their sex impulses. In closing, I've got one more thought I want to leave you with. There is tremendous significance that I stand before you in the place of authority that I have. I, like Esther, was born for this time. And since the fall in the garden, there hasn't been any other woman to have the fullness of this message until me. There hasn't been any other woman to have the fullness of this message until me. There hasn't been any other woman to have the fullness of this message until me. And sisters, Brother Ray's loosing of me, in effect, loosed you. And sisters, Brother Ray's loosing of me, in effect, loosed you. And I want to put this in here right now. Our sisters dress like this. Not to subdue them or to hide their beauty. Nor do we do it to make sure that the world knows the men are in charge. We don't need a piece of cloth on our buns to be sure that everybody knows that we are the toys of the males of this world. We need a piece of cloth on our buns to be sure that everybody knows that we are the toys of the males of this world. We do not need a piece of cloth on our buns to show the world that we are the toys of the males of this generation. You know why we dress this way? Because it gives us a psychological effect as well. It helps us realize that we are beautiful. It helps us realize that we are free. It helps us realize we have callings and we have giftings that I'll go outside of the bedroom. So they added another head to this beast called conservative religion. Conservative religion. Conservative religion. Conservative religion has been a religion against women. In this religion, women didn't have the right to really express an opinion. Some in this room weren't even allowed to learn how to read. The males in that religion were guaranteed unlimited sex upon demand. And men who otherwise would have never been able to pick up a girl. Were given good girls who in return had no escape. They couldn't divorce. They couldn't leave the abuse of these wicked, awful beasts. They were told to stay home and stick it out no matter how bad the situation. And women became sex objects under dresses and head coverings. Psychological effects. Why do you think the Mennonite, the Amish, and these other conservative religions want their women to wear a head covering around town? Because it's ugly. Because it's ugly. Because it's ugly. They want to make sure that no other male could set eyes on their view and decide that that's good one for them. They're marking their territory unfairly. They're marking their territory unfairly. Men who had no following, nor the capability to garner one, just had to find a Christian wife, somehow get them to the altar to make vows, and then begin to procreate, their only chance of a congregation. some people have to have 24 children? Because they can't get another soul to follow unless they have the same last name. They have the same last name. Last name. And you know what? A lot of times those children leave when they get older anyways. Sinful and jealous men have stood in the way of gifted and anointed women who had the message for the people of their day. Women were demanded to keep silent in the church and the world. And the so-called men or males ensured this happened by making sure their wives were continually pregnant, cooking, washing laundry, or overall too exhausted to have any time to know her calling or energy to operate therein. Conservative religion has done us no favors. Actually, conservative religion has turned good women against good things. And rightfully so. There are people today that are intimidated by the way we dress because they've been taught by conservative religion that these clothes mean you can take advantage of me.